Welcome to the Collector Cave, and today we have a review of Hasbro Marvel Legends Phoenix, Jean Grey Phoenix Force. And this is a set I am super excited about. You've probably watched this channel for a while. You know I don't get many Marvel Legends anymore. I stopped collecting Hasbro a couple years ago. I focused pretty much on Hot Toys, Mezco, some Mafex, but I got this because I got the Mafex Jean Grey Phoenix. And when I saw this thing came with the actual, fire effect and the bird, the Phoenix Force, I had to get this because I want to marry that with my Jean Grey Mafex figure. So we'll do a little comparison between both these figures, but I gotta say, looking at this one in package, I am really impressed. I got the Kang through Hasbro Pulse a couple months ago with the timeshare. And boy, I really think Hasbro has upped its game, at least with Marvel Legends. And this is spot on. This thing, two head sculpts, they both look fantastic. A couple extra hands, and then this awesome Phoenix Force bird with some flame effect, which I think is going to look fantastic. And this packaging looks really good. Marvel Legends packaging is ages 4 and up. Now, obviously, there's choking hazards, so anyone under 3 years and younger should not be around this because these pieces could be a choking hazard. But, boy, the packaging looks really good. The open box, the sides open a bit with some fire, the Phoenix Force logo, emblem. And on the back, you get a picture of what Jean looks like, full Phoenix with the bird behind her. I think this is just an awesome set. And real quick, it says here, Jean Grey Phoenix Force, a cosmic power known as a Phoenix Force fuses with X-Men mutant Jean Grey, becoming a nearly unstoppable force capable of peace or destruction. So, man, what a cool looking figure set. There's the UPC if you care about that thing. There's a Phoenix Force logo on top. So let's get this thing unpackaged and take a look at all of it in greater detail. Okay, so I took her out of package. I just want to show you guys a couple of things. It comes with this little piece of paper. It's just pretty much a choking hazard, small parts, not for children under 3 years of age. That's pretty much what that is. But inside, you get this packaging. You can take this out, and you have like this flame background. So, you could get creative and maybe cut that out and use it for a display piece with this figure center stage. It's up to you, but I think it's cool that they include that packaging. And then looking down here at the figure in greater detail, there's Jean. 2 head sculpts. There's the first one. It actually looks really good, but man, this Phoenix Force head sculpt right here looks fantastic. It may look better than the Mafex Phoenix Force head sculpt. We'll compare the two. We'll compare them. And then here is some really cool effect pieces. I got some Tamashii Nations effect pieces a couple months ago, specifically for the Mafex Phoenix, and then maybe this one. But boy, this one is no slouch. It comes with a lot of cool stuff. Look at all these flame pieces it comes with. There's the bird, the Phoenix Force. There's a stand. So we'll figure out how this stuff all goes together. There's no directions as far as I know, but I don't think it's too complicated. So let me get this stuff out and we'll take a closer look. All right, here's Jean Grey Phoenix and everything she comes with. I take a minute to put this thing together. I wish I would have done it on camera, but there's no directions and it wasn't too complicated, but now that I got it together, I can't really get it apart. It's 3 pieces, 2 flame effects, and then this bottom plastic piece. And they interlock. So I know I have it in right. It's just, I'm afraid to pull it apart, but just know that it's not too difficult. There's a little groove where a piece plugs into, and you can use the stand for the first piece because it fits into the stand. But yeah, this is the flame effect, and man, it looks really good. Check, let me get some light behind this thing. It looks really good. Awesome flame effect pieces. And in fact, I'm going to show my Tamashii Nations one here in a little bit. They're almost identical. So the fact that this figure comes with this flame effect is awesome. And then, of course, here's the Phoenix Force, the bird. And I've been waiting for something like this with a Jean Grey Phoenix figure for a long time. I've missed out. If they've had any ones before, I've missed out. I've seen statues, but not actually figures. And the head actually rotates. It's on a swivel. So that's kind of cool. You can move the head if you want. Let's look at the details. Zoom in a little bit. You can see the eyes that the bird has, the Phoenix. And it's all like translucent plastic. Done really good with the fire effect. It looks really awesome. Put the light underneath it. And again, you can get, you can light this thing up. So if you do toy photography, wow, what a cool thing this would be to do. This is epic. What a great release from Hasbro. I gotta say, I'm really impressed. And I try not to buy Hasbro figures anymore. It's just too much for me to collect, but I couldn't pass this set up. And I'm glad I didn't. This is awesome. So I'll show you how this bird connects. Again, there's no real directions, and it took me a minute to figure out how the bird goes onto the flame pillar, but I'll show you. It's pretty simple, but again, no directions, so just FYI. And then here's Jean. This is the head sculpt she comes with. And I gotta say, man, the paint tech they're doing on these, Marvel Legends figures, it looks fantastic. Hasbro's really upped their game, in my opinion, since I've stopped collecting. But yeah, you can see her eyes. This is a smiling look, which, it's fine. Looks good. You see her green eyes. The hair looks great. I love how they have the hair sculpted. It looks really good. I do have some stuck joints, which is kind of a known thing with this gummy plastic that Hasbro uses. Both the elbows are stuck, so I'll have to heat them up. They won't bend at all out of package. So just note with these figures, sometimes you have to heat the plastic up with a hair dryer for like 10, 15 seconds. So we'll do that. But yeah, she's got some good range, and she even has some butterfly joints too. Look at that. Wow, they've really done a great job with the articulation with these figures since I've stopped collecting. The sash is movable, which is good because it'll allow her to crunch forward with this abdomen crunch she has. Let me back out a little bit. The boots are painted. There's no separate, it's not three-dimensional. It's just paint on the leg. So that's, for the price points, what you're going to get compared to the Mafex one where they're actually lifted, a separate piece like. Let me go heat these joints up, and then we'll go over articulation. There's the Phoenix Force emblem. I think looks really good. I got a little bit of a spot missing right there. But overall, it looks good. It's like a gold paint, a metallic paint they've used, which looks really good. Oh, and then here is the Phoenix head sculpt, which I'll be using. Man, that is fantastic. Fantastic head sculpt by Hasbro. I do keep track of Hasbro and Marvel Legends and Black Series. I see what's coming out. And it seems like the team for Marvel Legends is just kicking at all cylinders right now. They're releasing some very high quality things. And I think that's awesome. I got something stuck up here in the hair. Not sure what that is. Piece of plastic or something. I can get that off with tweezers maybe. Yeah. But man, look at that. We'll pop that head sculpt down when we get the display up. Let me go ahead and unstick these joints and we'll go over articulation. Okay, I got the elbows and this foot unstuck by heating it up with the hair dryer, 15-20 seconds on each one, and it unstuck the plastic. Kind of a common occurrence with this type of plastic that Hasbro uses. I'm not a big fan of it, but that's, for the price point, you're just going to get lesser quality plastic. But anyway, articulation, so the head's on a ball joint. Because of the hair, you don't get a whole lot. I mean, she can look down really good, but going back, she can't because the hair hits the back, which I'm okay with. It's okay. I love the hair sculpt. With a figure like this with Phoenix, you want the hair to be flowing like that, so it looks good. Arms can go up 90, no problem. And then there's a bicep swivel, and then double jointed elbows. Again, these are really tight. Even this elbow, even when I loosen it up, it's still kind of tight. But you can get some really good range with these elbows, as you can see. And then hands are ball hinge, as you can see, ball hinge, which works really good. And I love the way these hands look. Great for the Phoenix Force. And then the shoulders, you can see the shoulder does rotate. And then there's also a butterfly joint, which is really awesome. You can get her hands back really far, which is really cool. So you can get her like flying back, kind of like this. Look at that, like she's holding back the Phoenix Force, or she's getting ready to launch it. Really cool with that. Check that out. Looks really good. And then there is an upper ball joint at the upper torso, which I always love when they do that. So she can go down pretty far, and with that joint there at the waist, she can bend really far forward, and she can bend really far back. Look at that. So you have this type of joint here, and it's covered by the sash, which does a nice job, really good. And then the hips, do they drop? They don't drop down, but they go up, 90, no problem. There is a thigh cut, so you can get thigh swivel. And then the knees are double jointed. So typical Marvel Legends stuff. And then the feet do rock. They do a pretty good job of rocking, which is really nice. You get some dynamic poses, which is cool. But again, this one was stuck, so you have to unstick it with the hair dryer. So just check your figure before you try forcing any joints to do things you don't want them to do. Let's change out this head sculpt now and see, as you can see, it's just a ball joint. And then see how this one looks. Okay, wow, what a difference. That is fantastic. You get the hands back like this. She comes with 2 fists, by the way. I don't think I showed that, but she comes with 2 fists. So if you want to get her into a fighting stance, you can do that. But man, who's not going to be having her looking kind of like this? Looking up. You can get her kind of do a little bit of a posing session here real quick. You could do something like this. Yeah, look how awesome. Look at how awesome that looks. Super cool. Like she's floating above, rising above. You can get her looking down, maybe to the side. Oh man, that is really cool. Cover up that joint there with the sash. This is a fantastic figure. I don't have enough Jean Grey figures. I only have 2 now. I have the Mafex one, and I've got this one. We'll compare them in a second in greater detail, but now I'm going to get her on this flame pillar with the Phoenix Force, and we'll see what she looks like. Real quick, just so you guys know, there's a hole right here, and that's where her foot goes in, and that kind of holds her in place. There's no like peg. You just put the whole foot in there, and she kind of holds into place. And then the bird connects up here. So I'll show you guys here in a second. All right, and here's Jean, full Phoenix Force effect, looking awesome. This is a super cool setup, man. What a great way to display this figure in your cabinet. Man, this is something else. I really love this. Get the light behind there. Look at that. You can get that lit up for some toy photography. Man, so cool. I'm gonna zoom in here. That head sculpt is fantastic. And there's the Phoenix, rising. This is a long time coming. A lot of people might be upset, those that bought the Mafex Phoenix, like I did, considering the price that this figure cost, and we'll talk about that. She didn't come with any of this, none of these effect pieces. And that's why I bought the Tamashii Nations Fire effect pieces for this, and then I saw this, and I thought this would go great with this. We'll see if they interchange. I haven't tested that yet, but we'll check. But for right now, let's just give this Marvel Legends figure its props, its due props, because it's worth it. This is worth it, in my opinion. This is a fantastic looking figure. I may even display this Marvel Legends figure next to my Hot Toys. I think it's that good. I think it's that good. And so the bird just, it's kind of I think I have it right. It's kind of a tough fit, but these flame pieces, the wings go down to the flame pieces, and that's how I think it's supposed to sit. If you've done this, maybe see if maybe there's a different way to do it, but that's how I think it's supposed to be, because you want the bird to be a little bit above her, not too high. And you can always change the arms to go down. You can have it however you want it, really. You can have it like this as well. Get her to fit back in here better. Yeah, look at that, man. That is fantastic. Okay, let's go ahead now and compare the two Jean Greys that I have. All right, and probably what some of you are waiting for, to see the comparison between the Mafex Jean Grey Phoenix and the Marvel Legends Jean Grey Phoenix. And boy, I think side by side they're pretty close. Let's go ahead and measure the Marvel Legends one. She comes in at right at 6 inches. And the Mafex one comes in just under 6 inches. Just under. So they're about the same size. Now the colors. The Legends one's got a darker green, and the Mafex has the lighter green. Comic accuracy, I don't know. But I think I like this green better. I think. The Phoenix Force symbol, I gotta say, I like that gold that's painted on the Marvel Legends one better than this one. And it's a bigger symbol. The boots, now here's where the difference is, because the Mafex one, as you can see, those boots are raised. They're not just painted on the same piece of plastic. So they are raised, whereas this is just painted. And I think this gold is a better quality gold paint than the Marvel Legends one. So I think paint apps overall, Mafex wins it. What about head sculpts? This is the Phoenix head sculpt for Mafex, which looks fantastic. The hair looks amazing. The eyes are white. And then here's the one from Marvel Legends. I mean, the eyes are white. This looks more evil. This looks more like Dark Phoenix to me right here. You know, as much as I love the Mafex one, I think this Marvel Legends head sculpt takes the cake. What do you guys think? I mean, that is epic. Now, you know, the Jean Grey from Mafex also comes with 2 more head sculpts. This one and this one. So she has 3 head sculpts opposed to the 2 that the Marvel Legends one comes with. So let me bring in the Marvel Legends one real quick. The one that we started with. There's this one right here. You know, I gotta say, I really like the Marvel Legends head sculpts. And as you can see, look how yellow the Mafex head sculpts look. These two look so much more yellow than this one. This one looks like more natural pigment, skin tone, than these Mafex ones. I never noticed that until side-by-side comparison. What about this one? Yeah, the Mafex one's got more yellowish pigment. So, man, you know what? I gotta say, I can't live in saying this, but I think I like the Marvel Legends head sculpts better overall, right, than the Mafex one. Now, articulation-wise, the Mafex figure's better. The legs drop down. The joints are much more smooth. It's a better plastic, higher quality plastic than the rubbery plastic that Hasbro uses. I had to unstick that joint, and that joint with the hairdryer. These ones were fine right out of packaging. And she comes with 2 sashes as opposed to 1. And she has 8 hands as opposed to 4 hands. But, you know, the Marvel Legends one comes with the Phoenix. I mean, I gotta say, man, comparison-wise, overall, I like the Mafex figure better, but I think this is a better... I like this better because it comes with this. And so price-wise, this Marvel Legends figure comes in at $50, $49.99. And it's available for pre-order on Big Bad Toy Store right now. It shows shipping this month, which is, I just got this a couple days ago. And this one is available still on BBTS. And that is $104.99. So there's like a $54 price difference between these 2 figures. Again, the quality is higher with the Mafex as far as paint apps, posability, type of plastic. But if I had to pick one, and you're asking me my opinion, man, I would say go with Marvel Legends. Just because of this effect piece alone and these head sculpts. These head sculpts are really good. I can't believe I'm saying that. They're fantastic. They really are. Now you can go on like Plaza Japan and get her cheaper, like $65. You know, plus you're going to pay 20 some for shipping. But you can get her cheaper on Plaza Japan. But man, side by side, I can't believe I'm saying that I like the Marvel Legends better overall. Let's see if we can get her in the Mafex figure in here. Let's just see if we can get her. It looks like she's gonna fit. Yep, she's gonna fit in here. So this is pretty cool. So you can get the Mafex figure to fit in. Well, her ankle's a little bit thinner. We kind of play with this a little bit to get her to fit exactly. But there it is. So the Mafex figure does fit in with the Marvel Legends Phoenix Force. Now let's get crazy and bring in some of these Tamashii Nations fire effect pieces I got. Look at that. In fact, we can get some of these pieces on her wrists. Let's try that real quick. All right, and so now I've got the Mafex figure with the Marvel Legends backdrop and then the Tamashii Nations fire effect pieces. And this is a lot of fire. I have a couple on her wrists as well. They're hard to stay on there. They want to flip off, so I have her thumbs kind of holding those flame effects. But wow, check that out. Look how cool this looks with all these flame effect pieces. This would be awesome in a cabinet. Let's try the Marvel Legends figure now with this. Okay, and here's the Marvel Legends figure back on with the Marvel Legends background and the Tamashii Nations fire effect pieces. And boy, this looks just as cool too. Those flames coming off her wrists and her hands just look fantastic. What an awesome, awesome release by Hasbro. Yeah, I just keep saying how impressed I am. I really am. This man, this figure is up there for one of my favorites of the year. And I've gotten a lot of cool stuff this year. So man, I highly recommend this figure. Whether you collect Marvel Legends or not. Let's do some comparisons real quick. Okay, we've kind of already compared these two, but here's on the left, the Marvel Legends Jean Grey Phoenix Force. On the right, the Mafex Jean Grey Phoenix Force. And boy, she's doing a facepalm because she can't believe how good the Hasbro Marvel Legends one turned out for the price. So much better. And then you throw this in the background and holy smokes, man, that is just a great set piece to have. I mean, I like both these figures. I'm glad I have them both. But in retrospect, man, for 50 bucks compared to 104, I'm telling you, man, it's this Marvel Legends figure is worth it. Okay, here's Jean next to Mezco Joker, Gotham by Gaslight on the left, and then Hasbro Star Wars Black Series on the right, Ahsoka Tano. So you can kind of see the different range there. Ahsoka's a lot smaller than Jean Grey. Okay, and then here's Hasbro Legends Jean Grey next to Mafex Storm and Mafex Psylocke. And I think these go together pretty good as well. You can definitely interchange your Hasbro Legends with your Mafex figures. So yeah, looks really good together as X-Men. So at the end of the day, is this figure worth it? Well, you probably already know the answer to that. I've already said it. Yes, I think it is. If you're a Hasbro Legends collector, or if you love X-Men or Jean Grey or Phoenix for $49.99, I think this is a great deal in my opinion. You know, you may not, but typically these Marvel Legends figures are now, what, 25 bucks each, I think? So you figure the figure's 25 and you're paying 25 for this cool flame effect accessory piece, which has been done very high quality, excellent detail in the bird, as you can see, the sculpting, the clear, the translucent plastic. It's done really well. And 2 head sculpts, you get the second head sculpt here, and then 4 hands. I think this is absolutely worth it, worth its weight in gold, 25 or for $50. So yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts. I don't typically review Marvel Legends in this channel, but when I get a figure that's cool, that's worthy in my opinion, I'm going to review it, and I hope you guys like it. So let me know your guys' thoughts. Comment, subscribe, like, all that good stuff. And until next time, this has been Hasbro Legends Jean Grey Phoenix Force. Thank you for watching.